Hello everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. In this session, we're going to explore how to do an easy balance practice. It looks like I've got a lot, but I really don't. It's just a pole. You can have a wall, piece of furniture, or a railing to hold on to. If your pole doesn't have rubber on the end, that's going to help it be non-slip. You can put the end of the pole in a shoe that has rubber on it. Right? I have some weights in the block nearby, but you don't need those to start. If you don't want to use the pole or prop to help you on, you don't have to. The biggest thing about balance is that you want to be able to bend your legs to help you ease your sense of control, increase your sense of control. Often people fall on a straight leg and there's a lack of, it's hard to control a straight leg because the joints, when they're bent, give you many more options than when they are straight. So let's practice this. All that you do, doesn't matter which side you're holding on to with whatever, you shift over to one leg without pressing the hip out to the side. You pick up the leg that you shifted off of. Now, here's the important part. You just bend the leg you're standing on a little bit. Keeping it bent, you're going to reach the other foot to the floor without putting weight on it, right? And then you come back to two legs and straighten. Same exact thing. Shift over to the leg. You feel to easily pick up the other foot. Bend your standing leg, not a lot, no joint pain. Staying on this bent leg, slowly reach the foot towards the floor without putting weight on it until you decide to put weight on it. Straighten to return. Again, first we shift. Then we lift, we bend, we stay with our weight on that standing leg till the toes tap down, then you shift over and then straighten. First you shift, breathe, then you lift, and then you bend, and then you slowly reach and shift to return. Straighten, shift, lift. The toes can stay on the floor, that's fine. Bend. Keeping this leg bent is the important part as this other foot reaches toward the floor. That's going to give you the biggest support for your balance. Center and return. 5 more. First you shift, then you lift. Easy. Bending. Stay on this leg as the toes reach the floor without putting any weight on it until you decide to put weight evenly both legs and straighten. First you shift, then you lift, then you bend. Slowly reach the foot. No weight first, and then you pour weight into it. Return. Again, shift, breathe. Lift. We're doing the same side over and over again. Bend. Keep your weight on that leg as the foot reaches down and pour weight to 2 legs and stand up tall. 3 more. Shift, breathe, lift. A little bend here. Reach the foot down and then return. Great. Straighten both legs. Shift. Nice. Lift, or toes can stay down. Bend. Keep this knee bent. Strengthening this hip as this other foot reaches down is what's going to really help you get stronger balance. 2 more. Shift. Lift. Great. Bend. Stay bent. Reach toward the floor. 2 legs, return. First you shift, great. Then you lift, toes can stay down, and then you bend. And then you put the foot down with no weight, and then you pour weight into it and stand tall, other side, right? So again, when you shift your hips, make sure your shoulders and chest go over it, so you're over that standing leg. You can be able to pick up at least the heel easily, having minimal to no weight on the standing leg. When this leg lifts up, try not to let the hips press out to the side at all. It's hard. You might even feel a small shift like you're waiting for the bus, right? Stay tall. Keep your hips as level as you can, right? All right, so here we go. First you shift, then you lift. Toes can be on our floor. Bend. Now keep weight on this standing leg, all of it, all of your weight. Toes reach down, no weight there yet, and then you decide to pour weight into it. Stand tall. First you shift, then you lift. Toes can be on our floor, then you bend. Keep your weight on this standing bent leg, then reach the foot quietly to the floor. Then you decide to pour weight on it and stand. First you shift, great. Then you lift, try not to go out to the side. Bending, there's the hard part. And here's the other really important part. Keep over this standing leg, no weight there, until you decide to, and then straighten. Shift, breathe, lift, easy, bend. Great job. Reach that foot, 2 legs even weighted, return. First you shift, hips stay square. Then you lift, they stay even across. Bend, stay bent, the foot reaches down. 2 legs return, 5 more. First you shift, great. Then you lift, easy. Bend, gently reach, 2 legs, stand tall. First you shift, hips are square. Lift, bend, stay bent. No weight first, 2 legs evenly weighted. Stand tall, 3 more. First you shift, great. Then you lift. Bending this leg is going to be one of the best practices you can do to strengthen your balance, because you want to be able to control an instability. Specifically, if you stumble, it's best that you can bend your leg that you're standing on, whatever one's touching the ground now. If you don't have legs touching the floor and you trip and fall, there's not much you can do about that. But I'm talking about more when you're standing, this sense of maintaining and gaining control over what could be a descent is going to be really, really helpful to understand you've got to bend your ankle, knee, and hip to gain that motor control. Shift and lift. Great job. Bend. Keep on that leg, 2 feet down, evenly weight, and stand tall and rest. Now, feel free to repeat that with whatever prop you're using. I'm going to have a weight in the opposite side arm of leg ligament shifting onto. So I'm shifting to my left leg. My weight is in my right hand. I'm using 10 pounds. You don't have to use anything at all. Do what works best for you. Keep your chest vertical. Try not to round forward. So, same thing. First you shift, then you lift, then you bend. Reach the foot, 2 legs, stand tall. First you shift. Hips are square. Don't let it sit into it. Then you lift. Toes can be down. Bending. Keep the weight on that foot until you decide to shift your weight and then return. Shift, breathe, lift. Great job. Bend. Then 2 legs when you're ready, stand tall. First you shift, breathing. Then you lift. Then you bend. Keep this leg bent like it is. Reach the foot down. Then you shift. Return. You got it. First you shift, nice and tall. Then you lift. Toes can stay down. Bend. Keep that leg bent as this foot has no weight onto it until you decide forward. Stand tall. First you shift. Great. Breathe. Then you lift. Then you bend. You keep it bent as you reach. Then you pour weight to 2 legs. 5 more to go. First you shift. Great job. Lift. Nice. Bend. Great job. Return. 2 legs. Stand tall. First you shift. Hips stay square and level. Lift. Bend. Reach that foot down. Pour weight to 2 legs. Stand tall. 3 more. First you shift. Great. Then you lift. Bending. Easy. Reach the foot down first. Pour weight to 2 legs. Stand tall. 2 more. First you shift. Then you lift. Easy. Bend. Then tap and reach 2 feet down, 2 legs square. Stand tall. First you shift. Great. Then you lift. Bend. Stay with the hip not going anywhere. It's very small. Reach the foot down. Then you pour 2 weight to it. I think we have 1 more to go maybe. First you shift. 1 extra won't do any damage. Then you lift. Easy. Bend with horrible accounting. Tap. 2 legs evenly weighted. Stand tall. Switching sides. First you shift. You can always hit pause. Then you lift. Bend. Keep the leg bent. Reach. Pour your weight to 2 legs. Stand tall. First you shift without the hip tilting one way there. So as this foot lifts, make sure you don't let yourself sink into the hip. Bend. Try not to sink into the hip. Foot. 2 legs. Stand tall. First you shift. Just creating awareness of what this hip is doing, this thigh bone, and your pelvis. The connection there is really, really essential for your balance. First you shift, among many other things. Then you lift. Bend, and you reach that foot. Return to 2 legs. Chest open wide. Stand tall. First you shift. Great. Then you lift. Easy. Bend. Then you reach. Return to 2 legs. Stand tall. Beautiful. First you shift. That's right. Then you lift without sinking. Then you bend. Keep it bent. Reach the foot. Keep bent. Pour to 2 legs. Stand tall. First you shift. Good. Then you lift. Easy. Bend. Keep it bent. Reach the foot out. Return to 2 legs. Stand tall. You got it. First you shift. Then you lift. Easy. Bend. Tap it. Then reach 2 feet and stand tall. 1 more. First you shift. Hips stay level. Then you lift. Easy. Bend. Keep it bent. 2 feet down. Pour your weight to 2 legs. Stand tall. Now I'm going to split the weight. You do whatever works for you. We're going to go side to side. Tricky, tricky. Feel free to keep with your staff, with the wall, with the railing, with the furniture that doesn't move for yourself. Right? It's great practice to practice this balancing of 1 leg bent and the other leg moving. That's going to really strengthen your balance quite deeply. So first we shift. Doesn't matter. Then we lift. Bend. Reach. 2 legs. Stand tall. Other side. Shift. Great job. Lift. Nice. Bend. Tap. 2 feet. Stand tall. First you shift. Then you lift. Stay on that leg as you bend. Then tap. Then 2 legs. Then straighten. First you shift. Then you lift. Great. Bend. Tap. Return to 2 legs bent and straighten. Shift. Shoulders wide. Lift. Or toes can stay down. Bend. Then you reach 2 feet. 2 legs bent. Stand tall. Straighten. First you shift. Then you lift. Shoulders wide. Bend. Tap. 2 legs poorly, even with bend. Return. Shift. Breathe. Lift. You got it. Bend. You can tap the floor. 2 legs. Straighten. First you shift. And you lift. Easy. Bend. There you got it. Keep it bent as you tap. Return to 2 legs. Stand tall. First you shift. Great. Then you lift. Easy. Bend. Tap the floor. Return to 2 legs. Stand tall. First you shift. Easy. Then you lift. Great. Yep. Nice and tall. Bend. Tap, return to 2 legs, 1 more each way, stand tall. First you shift, shoulders wide, then you lift. Great. Bending. Tap the floor, return 2 legs, stand tall. 1 more time. First you shift, then you lift. Easy. Bending, keep it bent. Tap, 2 legs up, nice and tall. Now, a similar thing you do is practice a small step up and step down. Choose a height where your knees don't have pain or not troubled or challenged by this, whatever height you're using. Make sure it's secure. Have a railing. Use a pole. Right? All those other things are great. I'm using weights. Easy. So I'm going to step up to the block. The other toes can be on the floor. All that you do is just bend the standing leg and straight. That's all you're doing. 10. It's small. Bend and straighten. 9. If you're standing on something that's soft, it's going to be harder to balance. 8. Something firm like a cork block or a staircase can be easier. 7. Take your time. Bend only as far as you have comfort. And straighten. 6. Shoulders wide. Bend. Good, everyone. And straighten. 5. Chest up. Shoulders wide. Bending. Tap the foot if you need to. 4. Bending. Great job. 3. Ooh, the balance. Bending. It's a small bend. Straighten. 2. One more time. Great job. Bending. Straighten. And then bending. Foot down. Return. And that last part was important, right? We didn't just come off a straight leg and then bend it as we're bringing the other foot down. So that sense of bending to step down is what we're going to focus on next. But for right now, here we are. So get on your block. Try and do the same thing on one side you did on the other. So use your railing or whatever. Totally orthodox. It's a little bend and a straighten. 10. It's small, not big at all. 9. Your knee should go generally forward. 8. But you can see it's going to shake a bit. That's fine. 7. Bending. 6. Take it out. Let's do 6 again because I think this is number 6. 6. 5 more. Easy bend. Great job. 5. Keep the back of the heel bone very deeply glued. 4. To the back, whatever you're stepping on or standing on. 3. Other foot can always tap down. Easy. 2. One more time. Really great job. Now here we go. You're going to bend. Foot down. 2 legs. Rest. Excellent work. Now, we're going to practice that last part. Right? So, we have our foot that we're going to stand on is higher. The one that we're shifting off from is lower. So, first you shift. Then you lift. Then you bend. Reach the other foot down. 2 legs. Straighten the floor leg only. So the leg that's high will not be straight. First, you shift onto that standing leg. Right. Then you bend. Then you reach the foot down, return to 2 legs, and straighten the bottom leg only. That's right. First, you shift. Then you lift. Then you bend. Then you tap. 2 legs and stand tall. First, you shift. You push down to stand. Other toes can stay on the floor. You just rebend that knee that you straightened, foot down. 2 legs evenly, return and straighten the standing leg, the leg that's lower only. First, you shift without letting the hips go over or the hips tilting. Easy. Push down to stand. Rebend the knee that you just straightened. Reach the other foot down. Shift to 2 knees bent, evenly weighted legs. Straighten the leg that's lower only. First, you shift. Then you press. Rebend the knee that just straightened. Tap the other foot. Bend both knees, 2 legs evenly weighted, then keep them evenly weighted fairly and straighten the lower leg. First you shift, then you press, right? Bend, tap the floor, bend 2 knees, 2 legs fairly evenly weighted, straighten the bottom leg only, great. First you shift, shoulders wide, then you straighten the leg to lift, rebend the knee you just straightened, tap the foot, bend both knees, 2 legs evenly weighted, straighten the bottom leg one more time. First you shift, great. Then you lift, straighten that tall leg. Rebend the knee you just straightened that you're standing on. Keep it on, keep your weight there as the other foot taps. Then bend both knees, bring your weight even between both legs. Straighten the leg that's low and rest. All right, other side, right? So again, this sense of bending to descend is really lacking in a lot of people. And they'll get better strength by practicing such a simple maneuver. So when you're going downstairs, you're bending the leg and reaching forward, right? This is similar, but it's bending to help your body get more balance so when you feel off center, instead of falling off of a straight leg, which is harder to control and much less successful, When you feel yourself unstable, you'll bend, and you'll feel that stability that provides for you. All right, I've talked a lot. First, we shift. Then we straighten that foot leg that's higher. Then you just rebend it. Other foot taps. 2 legs evenly weighted, bend your knees, and then straighten just the bottom leg only. The leg stays bent. First, you shift. Then you straighten that leg that's higher. Rebend the leg that you just straightened. Other foot taps. Bend those knees, 2 legs evenly weighted, straighten the bottom leg only. First, you shift. Then you lift. Rebend the knee you just straightened. Tap the floor, get used to it. Then you shift 2 legs evenly bent and weighted, and straighten the bottom leg ovally. Great. Shift without tilting the hips or moving your hips over to the side. You're over that leg. Just straighten. The toes can be on the floor. That's fine. Rebend the knee you just straightened. And then shift your weight to 2 legs evenly bent, evenly weighted. Straighten the bottom leg only. Great. First you shift. Then you lift. Great. Rebend the knee you just straightened. Tap. Shift your weights to 2 legs evenly weighted and bent. Straighten the bottom leg. 5 more. First you shift. Then you lift. Good. Rebend the block knee, the leadless higher. Tap the foot. 2 legs evenly. Straighten the bottom leg only. First you shift. Then you lift. Great job. Bend. Tap the floor. 2 legs evenly weighted, bend, and straighten the bottom leg. 3 more. First you shift. Great. Shoulders wide. Lift. Rebend the knee you just straightened. Tap the floor. 2 legs evenly weighted, bending your knee. Straighten the bottom leg. 3 more. First you shift. Then you lift. The toes can stay down or up. Bend the leg that's high that you just straightened. Tap the floor. Know where it is, and then return to 2 legs. Straighten the bottom leg only. 2 more. First you shift. Great. Then you lift. Rebend that leg that you just straightened. Tap the floor. Come to 2 legs evenly weighted with knees being bent. Straighten the bottom leg over. One more. First you shift. Great. Then you straighten to lift. Rebend the knee you just straightened. Tap the floor. Return to 2 legs evenly weighted and bent. Straighten the bottom leg only. And then rest. Excellent work. So, I cannot emphasize enough how much when you feel unstable, how bending whatever leg you have most of your weight on will help you. Now, it's not going to help across the board, right? If you're tripping and falling, and your hands are forward, and your weight's not on your legs, that's a different scenario. But for things like going downstairs, going upstairs, stepping up to things, stepping down from things, this sense of bending your leg to descend before the other foot takes weight or even thinks about it is really important. Because what most people do is from wherever they are, they shift their weight off of their standing leg, and you can feel how that makes it unstable on the base of your support, your foot, versus bending to reach the foot down is much more stable because your standing foot has much more surface contact with the floor, so your leg works much more globally than when part of the foot is lifting away from the floor. Even if it's just less contact with it, it makes a big difference to have the weight of your body evenly weighted for that foot as much as you can. Right? That's going to really, really increase your sense of strength and your ability to do more and walk around in life with more confidence. I hope you enjoyed that. My name is Eric. This is Nucleus Strength. I look forward to getting stronger with you in the future. Yours in good health. Take care.